Kararavindena Padaravindam Mukharavinde Viniveshayantam Vatasya Patrasya Puteshayanam Balam Mukundam Manasa Smarami. Let's take a look at the weekly horoscopes for the week of 13th of April. This week there are two major transits happening. One is Ravi is transiting Mesha. This is very significant because Mesha happens to be the sign of exaltation for Ravi, which means Ravi is very powerful in this particular sign. And the other transit is Shukra is ending his Asta and retrograde. Shukra spends nearly 1.5 months or 22 days at the most in any sign. But this time the unusual transit is happening, because of which Shukra is in Meena Rashi for nearly 5 months. So in this, as a part of this, Shukra is ending his retrograde motion in Meena, and he is going progressive in Meena. This makes a major change because Shukra will transit in Meena in a progressive state till 31st of May. 2 more months to go. So this is actually going to affect a lot of signs, and let's take a direct look at what is it for each of the 12 signs. For Mesha or moon sign Aries, the transit of Shukra is bringing you mixed results because there is Vimala Yoga formed because Meena is a sign of exaltation for Shukra. So relationships will suffer, but there will be a lot of gain of money, and also there will be possibilities for new friendships. But these may not last. It's better to wait for any major decision till Shukra is exiting Meena in 31st of May. And transit of Ravi into your own sign brings personality transformations. It's been a year since Ravi has transited his own sign of exaltation, which is your moon sign. So there will be a lot of stress on you to change certain aspects of your life. You will be on the spotlight now. People will notice whatever is good or whatever is bad in you very easily now. So you must be extremely presentable in a pleasant and in a magnetic way. For Vrishabha or moon sign Taurus, transit of Venus is extremely beneficial. It brings wish fulfillment for the next 2 months. Groups is where you can find a lot of money and sources of income as well. And friends will also bring in a lot of joy, and every wish that you have been making secretly for the last 1.5 years has now a possibility to be fulfilled. Ravi is transiting your 12th house, which means there is some ending that's happening. Some major relationships or partnerships may end for all those people who are into some business transactions. This is extremely important because financially also you may be facing some losses. So all those people who are into business and marketing and stock market trading, you need to be extremely careful for a month because you may end up in financial losses. And for those who are householders, there can be heavy expenses and health issues also will pop up. You need to be extremely careful. Eye troubles, eye infections are common in summer also. So for children especially, eye problems might be there. For moon sign Mithuna or Gemini, both the transits happen to be good, but the transit of Shukra is a little mixed transit because it brings problem with women. The colleagues it could be, or it could be the people in your own family. Some tiff with women is seen. And if it's on a serious note for 2 months there can be serious misunderstandings due to which your status or respect might be at stake. So you need to be extremely prudent in your behavior with women. But the transit of Ravi is extremely beneficial. This brings all wish fulfillment, and also job promotions are possible. And for all those who have been wishing for salary hike, if you haven't asked your boss yet, this is the time. And for all those who are bosses themselves, there is a lot of new income source possible for you, and also there can be new business contracts for all those, bringing in a lot of money for 1 month. For Karka or moon sign Cancer, both the transits happen to be very beneficial. This is the time you have been waiting for almost a year now. This means that Shukra is in your house of fortunes, which brings a lot of fortune onto your side. Unexpected good things begin to happen in your life, and unexpected people begin to bring respect and a lot of goodwill towards you. Ravi in your 10th house marks the beginning of 2 months of prosperity. For all those people who did not have an employment, is the time now you will definitely get a job. All those who have been in job, now you become the star for your boss, which means a promotion, recognition, award, or a salary hike, or all of this is on the cards, definitely. So for Karka people, these 2 months will be extremely beneficial, the best 2 months in 1.5 years. For Sima or moon sign Leo, both the transits are Ori, which means that there is not to make your confidence go low, but it's the effect of these transits, and we are talking about how to balance these things out. Transit of Shukra into 8th house brings actually a healing from past wounds to your relationships. So it's not the physical wounds that we are talking about, it is the emotional burden that you've been carrying from the last 2 months or probably 5 months is now going to be healed for you. So for all those people who are in moon sign Leo, the next 2 months will bring a lot of healing in your relationships. It could be partnerships in business, or it could be friendships, or it could be employment relationships, or personal relationships of partners or life partners. The transit of Sun into your 9th house marks the beginning of a 3 months of progressive period or prosperity. This month, bosses are actually watching you because the next Sun month will bring you promotion in your job. So you need to be very, very prudent in whatever you do now because bosses are watching you. For Kanya or moon sign Virgo, transit of Shukra marks a little bit of a problem with women. It could be in your own family or it could be in your professional environment. Women to women relationships will suffer now, and there could be a bossy woman who will actually try to hamper your growth or try to boss over every move that you make. So this is a problem that you need to deal with for the next 2 months outright. Women may not agree with you at all. Even if you're a man or a woman, women may be hard to agree to. Transit of Ravi is also into your 8th house. This means that there can be problems in your very personal relationships. This brings a little bit of a problem in all your personal relationships, and your deep healing is yet to come the next month. Now is the time for deep personal transformation. Meditation is the best solution to all the traumatizing feelings or thoughts that you may get now, which are certainly possible. But on the flip side of this, spiritually, this is an extremely beneficial month for all those people who are into meditation and deep spiritual practices. You will have extremely deep spiritual insights and probably some mantra siddhi. For Tula or moon sign Libra, the transit of Venus is going to cause you some problems with women for the next 2 months. Women colleagues will be hard to handle, and there can be enmity problems and there can be jealousy issues in work environment, or also at home you could suffer non-cooperation from women. You could be a man or a woman, all of you will face the same results. So for the next 2 months you need to respect other women who are important in your life or who are material to your career progression. So you must be extremely careful about how you deal with women. And for men, this could be a period of really testing your behavior with women. And if it's not according to the norms, then you could be insulted in public. You need to be careful. The transit of Ravi into 7th house also brings a very deep introspective period, because the last Sun month, Ravi has been in your 6th house of win over opposition. So you might have won over every opposition that came along your way, but that's going to change now. For the next 3 months, it will be very difficult for you to win over anything that you project or prospect. So you need to learn to go with the flow and respect other people. Other people become instrumental to your progress. Now you need to step back and let the others take the lead. For moon sign Vrishchika or Scorpio, both the transits are very beneficial. You just ended your Ardhashtama Shani, so you have been waiting for some sort of a magic to happen in your life. Now the time has come. Transit of Venus into your 5th house brings a lot of creativity for all the artists and the people who are on stage or before the mic or before the cameras. There's an extremely beneficial period of 2 months, a pivotal period for projecting your career to the next level. And Sun in the 6th house brings win over every opposition. This means that there will be very few hurdles that you will have to actually go through, and win over enemies is a very sweet thing that everybody wants in their career or life. On the flip side, you need to be extremely careful about your health, and all those people who are into adventure, sports, physical activities and physical fitness, business or entrepreneurship, all those people will do extremely good for the next 3 months. For Dhanu or moon sign Sagittarius, transit of Venus is beneficial. This will bring a lot of good moments in your life at home. Property matters will actually take a very positive turn for all those people who are into real estate and infrastructure business, or maybe into animal husbandry or also into irrigation. There is indicated a gain of property. Some of you may buy a new land or a home. Some of you may buy a new vehicle or refurbish the old home or vehicles. There is a lot of prosperity for the next 2 months coming up for Sagittarius or Dhanu. On the flip side, there is Ravi's transit, which will affect your relationships with the children. For parents, children may become a little obedient or self-willed. You need to let them take their decisions or go in their way. For all the artists, there is a lot of opportunity to shine on stage, but still there are other people also who will take the center stage. You need to share your limelight. And also, no money comes in right now because of your stage presence, but later on there will be money also coming in. So this month is mainly focused on your personal creative development and also property matters to be settled. All those who are fighting litigation will win the litigation most probably in the next 2 months if you are to settle that. Makara or moon sign Capricorn. The transit of Venus brings in a lot of courage and lot of self-assurance. So because of this, all those people who are into media, business or industry, you will do extremely well. All those people who have been wanting to start their YouTube channels or social media accounts or take the social media business to a next level, this is an extremely beneficial period, and there is a lot of visibility coming your way, and other people will actually be very eager to listen to or read whatever you post. So this is a social media trend for the next 2 months for Capricorn or Makara. This is extremely beneficial, and Ravi's transit is now going to mark a difference in the sense that Ravi's transit last month has been extremely good to you, bringing in a lot of confidence and just win over every opposition. But now that's going to completely change. You need to look at your family situation now, and mother's health also might suffer. And also for those who have been having heart issues, health issues with heart, you need to take extra care because there can be aggravated problems in your health. And for all those people who are dealing with property matters, who are into real estate and infrastructure business or animal husbandry or also irrigation, these people need to be extremely careful about their growth or their property this month, because there can be opposition from government or some in taxation and other issues can be there in your property matters. For Kumbha or moon sign Aquarius, both the transits are extremely beneficial. This means that there is a family and an extended family period, elongated period of this prosperity that you'll be having for the next 3 months. So many people will join your bandwagon, which means that your family will grow into multiple bounds. Extended family will grow, which means your contact details and your contact book now doubles. Money sources, look at them for money income, because there is a lot of prosperity coming your way because of transit of Venus. For the next 2 months, there is a lot of money that is to be gained by you. Family will be the place where your heart is. There will be so much of harmony and cooperation within your family. And transit of Ravi is extremely beneficial for all those who want to launch a new business or a partnership, and also for all those people who are having small journeys or errands and a business which is related to travel. There can be possibilities of travel abroad. So just try whatever you can and don't leave any cornerstone untouched or unturned. There is a lot of prosperity and a lot of money coming your way. And for Meena or moon sign, Pisces. Transit of Venus is extremely beneficial for you too, because Venus is transiting your own sign, and for 5 months he's been there, which out of which just 2 more months remain. Venus is exalted in this, which means there are new contacts coming your way, new contracts, business contracts or new employment opportunities also coming your way. A lot of new people, lot of personal growth and a lot of new friends will come your way. For 2 months, an exalted Venus in your sign is actually extremely important, and it could be the turning point of your life as well, because opposition will step back. There will be so much to discover in you, and there's so much of self-assurance that Venus gives you, which you've been wanting very badly because of your Sadasat onslaught. Now, these 2 months will actually mark the beginning of a new career path probably. There are so many business contracts to be signed, or there's so much of visibility coming your way. Ravi is in your second house, which means family problems need to be still dealt with. Some financial issues also might be there. Finances may actually take your attention, and there can be some heavy expenses, but there is nothing that you cannot handle, because Venus in your own sign will also bring in a lot of income sources. So this was what it was this week for all the 12 signs. I will be with you next week again, and very soon we will be beginning to transmit, or will be beginning to telecast Gita verses with English commentary. Keep watching our channel, and so until I see you next time, Shubhamastu, Shri Krishna Vijayate.